Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tutorial Thursday. And today's video is Fallout themed. We are going to do Nuka Cola and the Nuka Cola girl. So how I did this, I'm going to go over all of the plates I used for this. There's quite a few, and some of them it's going to be funny what they're used for. But to get the Nuka Cola girl, I used this image right here from MXM081. And to make the Nuka Cola Quantum, I used this image off of M318. From Maniology. I also used these stars from Classic Beauty BMXL355. It's a Maniology plate. I used Mr. Fox LB028. Mr. Fox is the brand for these larger stars. And I used 3 different CADS plates, but I literally used it for the actual words at the bottom that tell you what plates they are. I used them for the letters because I liked the font from this best out of all the different stuff I had. So CADS Nature 016, like I said, I just used it for the letters at the bottom. I did CADS Ocean 010, CADS Travel 009, and like I said, I literally just used the letters from the names of the plates off of those 3. Okay, so the base color I'm using gel today, though you can use regular nail lacquer, and I'll show you a good substitute. But I wanted to test my Varnail Peel Off Base Coat, so I went ahead and used my Beetles gels, and I used this lovely shade of red, which I don't have the number for. It was in a collection, but I think my swatch stock covers the number. And this nice lovely glitter red. So this is a nice deep red that I used as a base, which is kind of sheer, but it does make a good base to help darken it up a little. And then this beautiful jelly glitter red. Okay, so the good substitute colors that I have available, which is what I originally used for the design when I came up with the Nuka Cola girl years ago, or at least a year ago, when the plate from the MXM subscription came out with an image that looked exactly like the Nuka Cola girl, is Pure Ice. Read this. Hit the Floor is the name of the one from Pure Ice. Now, I don't know if Pure Ice is even still around, but for those who already have this color, that works. If you need a substitute, I know this one is still available, and this one is from Salon Perfect, and it's He's With Me, which these both look almost identical, and this one I know is still available. I don't know if this one is. This one's very old, and I haven't seen Pure Ice in a very long time, so as a heads up. But this is a very good regular nail lacquer substitute for how I did this with the gel. Okay, so I also used, because I'm trying to use up my Savvy Lens top coat, because Savvy Lens is not my favorite brand by any means. A no wipe top coat, and of course you would just use a smudge-free top coat in its place if you're using regular nail lacquer, and a matte gel top coat from Gelish, which once again you would just use your favorite matte top coat if you're using regular nail lacquer. Alright, so on to the other colors. I am using some of my Kiss polishes today too. So I have this beautiful red from Kiss, which its name is Partner. This one's actually named. And this lovely It's a duller white, not a bright white, so like a soft white. It's named Difference from Kiss, and this beautiful silver from Kiss. Okay, okay. Now the rest of my non-stamping polishes. I have one from Maybelline. This one is Dainty Yellow. Sunset P114 from Maniology and Polarized P116 from Maniology. Let's go to the stamping polishes. So I didn't actually stamp with this, even though it's a stamping polish, but I used Glow number 5 from the Glow stamping polish set from Clear Jelly Stamper to fill in the Nuka Quantum. That is on the pinky. And I used Black from Queen, which is Blackjack is the name of it. I used Coconut from Maniology, B268, Renaissance from Maniology, B420, Bam White from Maniology, B170, Mirror from Maniology, B220, and Skin Deep, B325 from Maniology. So let's go ahead and get on to the backgrounds. So let's start with that. Where's Coconut? There's Coconut. And Renaissance. So we're going to use Coconut and Renaissance. Open these up. Okay. So we're just going to go over the top with Coconut and the bottom with Renaissance on the biggest star from Mr. Fox's plate. Scrape, pick up, clean off any edges, and then we're going to kind of put it off to the side towards the center of the nail, like so. I thought I had some acetone on that. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put Coconut and Renaissance. Swipe. Then we're going to put that in the upper corner opposite of the large one. Then we take the smallest one. Take the same technique with the polish, Coconut and Renaissance. Alright, and then we're going to go into the bottom corner area with it, like so. Now we're going to once again go in those colors like before and swipe, clean up the excess, and towards the top of the index like so. Get the smaller one. The smaller one. Grab the wrong one. The middle size, medium size. Swipe. Pick up. Clean off the unwanted images. Kind of off to the side, below, like so. And then we're going to take the smaller one. Same thing, just a little bit of coconut, a little bit of Renaissance. Swipe. And then off to the side of the original one, like so. Okay. I'm going to do the same to the ring finger. But we're going to start down at the bottom this time instead of the top, like so. I'm going to go in with above it, off to the side, and then we need one of these smaller. Okay, and that one's going to go off to the side, up above, like so. Now we are done with this plate for the moment, I think. Yes, we are done with this plate altogether. So we are done with this plate. And we are going to move on to the Classic Beauty BM plate from Nuka. Let's just put this up to the side for now. Turn my lamp. Okay, that's how much charge it has. Good. Okay, so now we're going to go in with coconut in random kind of order, or same with Renaissance. And scrape. Pick up your star cluster. And we're going to put it slightly tilted to the side, like so. And then we're going to do it again on the pinky. Just like so. And that is all we use this plate for. We are done with this one. Put that up. We are also done with coconut and Renaissance. Sorry, I had to plug the camera in, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the complicated part here with the letters before we start going into our reverse stamping. So on the center nail and the middle nail, we're going to put Nuka Cola, the word. But we have to grab each individual letter from the bottom of these plates, from these. So we are going to take Mirror Mirror to do this. Grab the N. Now you may have to go in and fill out. Okay, so we're going to go at kind of an angle. I'm going to have to go in with my detail brush and fill in the rest on that. It's going to be hard to see until you top coat. There. All right, now we need the U. And we're going to space Nuka out a little bit on its letters to make it feel a little wider than Cola, making it look a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Balanced, I guess. My hands are shaking today. This has been a challenging mani to do because my hands have been shaking recently. So there's a U. Why am I closing this bottle? Okay. There's the U. There's the K. Get the cat hair off of there. And let's see, let's clean this first. Now the A does not like to come nicely. You tend to have to put a dot of white and then the red polish afterwards in order to make it look like an A. So just as a heads up, guys, I had that problem. Now, if you have a nice font plate, use that. A nice similar font plate, or one that has a font similar to actual Nuka Cola, like this. Lovely ordeal here. Just for anybody who is a fan of Fallout before the TV show would understand. But the show has definitely made this become far more popular, so now is a good time for me to crack out some of the designs I've been planning for quite some time. Okay, now that I'm done fighting with this A, I've got it most of the way. Most of the way completely different. Okay. We will finish filling it in and fixing the little dot in the center of that A so it looks like an A. So now I'm going to go in with Bam White to fix the center of the A. Like so, so you can actually see the word. And we're going to go in with this red. And cover it. Sorry about that. Family member was calling and I needed to message them to be like, hey, can I call back in a little bit? Okay, so where is it? There it is, the one with the C on it. So now we're going to do cola. So I'm going to fill in that C, give it a few seconds, and place it down like so. And we need the oh my goodness, that's what I get for putting that down there. This cord is not long enough, guys, and I apologize. I'm gonna lock my husband up in his room for the moment since he's on the phone being loud. Can you turn the TV down, kiddo? What? Turn the TV down a little bit, please. All right. I apologize. It's a weekend day right now, and there's all sorts going on. Okay. And we're going to get this nice, lovely little O. I did not get enough of that outline. Let's try that again. All right, so then we got our O, and we're going to try to get that as close to the C as we can. Give me one moment, let this dry for just a second. Okay, so we want to put this right next to the C, just like so. It's focused. And we're going to go in and we're going to get our L. Okay, clean that up. We got some residue from the other ones. Okay, so I don't need the other plates, so I'm going to put those away real quick. Somebody's scared one of the cats by the sounds of things. Okay, so we need the L. Clean up around it. Get a piece of tape because I can't get that close on the other thing. Here we go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and fill in that little spot that I'm missing on the L. There we go. Because, well, let's be honest, those weren't meant to be used for stamping, but they work well for it. Okay. I'm still working on my first one, so that should help with your count. Okay, babe?
All right.
Okay. So, put the L right next to the O, like so. And then we're going to get our last A. Okay. Okay, so clean up around the edges of the A, like so. Okay. Fill in that little tidbit at the top that got missed. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this A on there. And we're going to do the same thing to this one that we did to the last one. We're going to put a dot of the BAM white to make it actually look like an A. And then we're going to add the red on top so it still matches the background. So very gently tap in the white. And then we're going to add the red. And then I'm going to quickly top coat the middle finger, the index, and the ring finger so I don't accidentally mess any of them up while we are doing the pinky and the thumb. There we go. Okay, so now that we've completed that step, I'm going to get a close-up for you guys so you can see. Okay, so Let's zoom in a little bit here. So this is what we have so far. Now, it's hard to tell some of the details apart currently because, well, it's not been top coated to help differentiate. So we're gonna go in with our top coat. Okay. And hopefully my Varnail peel off base does not hinder me when my MXM box comes in. And I need to go in with my MXM Manny. I don't particularly have the time right now to, or desire to fight with my nail products. I generally am not one to want to fight with them. That's why I stopped wearing gel for the longest time, but I wanted something that was not going to take forever to dry, and so I decided gel was the route to go, and I have peel off base coat for it, so let's see how well that works in my favor. Because I have a new brand of gel peel off base that I have yet to try, that I want to try, to hopefully make it so where I can use my gels a little more often. So I apologize if you can hear my son's TV show in the background. He is almost completely deaf in one ear and likes to have everything very loud. So I'm going to apologize right now for the loudness. It is keeping him occupied and out of my hair, so I'm not going to complain too much. The less arguing I have with him in a day, the better. All right, turn my lamp on. And for 30 seconds. Ooh, almost dropped my lamp. That would have been very, very upsetting for me. I love my lamp and I want nothing bad to happen to it. It was expensive and I can't afford to replace it right now. It was my Mother's Day gift a couple years ago, like 2-3 years ago. And I adore my lamp. And I do have a backup one that I gave to my husband for crafting, because we do use some nail products for Warhammer. Yeah, I started that. That was me. And I got him intrigued and interested in it, and he likes using chrome powders for Warhammer. My idea. So he had to get his own stuff, some of it anyways. The thing is, he needed to be taught how to use that stuff, and I ended up doing the chrome work for him. Yeah. I love him though, so I was willing to do it as much as he does for me and the kids. Like, it's just one of those, I really was terrified to mess it up for him, but I knew I would do a better job than he would, so. Okay. So, I think we'll do, oh. Cool. We don't want that to be showing in the matte top coat, so let's go ahead and fix that. I don't want divots in there. this as thinly as I can on the rest of it and fill in those divots in the top coat. Okay. So when a nail product doesn't tend to, now see, this one was I just didn't put enough, but when a gel nail product doesn't tend to agree with each other, they will bead up, like not lay smooth at all. They will not self-level, they will just kind of bead up. And not, you have curing issues sometimes, like there's a lot of different things, but one of the most common signs is like it will just kind of like pool up and bead up on it. So be careful when mixing systems because it can cause some issues in there in doing so. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the Queen's Blackjack, I think is the name of it, and get this beer bottle off of Maniology's M318. Yeah, it's Blackjack. Like I thought. Okay. So this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. I apologize. This is the easiest way I could get. I don't have stamps specific to Bethesda games, Fallout, Skyrim, things like that. So I had to get creative with what I had. So this one might be a little rough for some of you because I'm going to be kind of making it look like I wrote Quantum backwards. It was quite the challenge. So bear with me on this one because I may end up challenging myself a little bit more on it by accident. Like I said, this was a more difficult one. So I'm also going to go ahead and grab this image too so we can get all of the stuff that takes the black outline dealt with. That is the easier one of the two, I feel like. There we go. So now I got both my outlines. I'm gonna keep these placed nearby just in case I mess them up. And keep the black nearby just in case I mess them up. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll do the easy part on this first. And that is the glow-in-the-dark stamping polish. Glow number 5 from Clear Jelly Stamper. And we're going to fill in the actual bottle part, minus the label, with this stamping polish. And it does glow blue. I do have blue glow-in-the-dark regular polishes, but they glow green, and I wanted it to be accurate to the games and glow blue. Okay. Let's see if I can make my mind work this one out properly. So I kind of had to stop and really work at my thought process with this one and go slow to try to make it look like it said quantum. So we're going to take this lovely orange from Maniology, and it is Sunset is the name. I'm going to take Sunset. You're going to need it and the purple polarized from Maniology. Okay, sorry, fighting with the bottles to get them open. I know you guys can't really see. Okay, so I'm going to take this as thinly on the tip of my brush, detail brush as I can. I'm going to start by putting a stripe across the bottom. And this is where I kind of had to like really retrain my brain because I'm writing backwards. The reason for that is that you want it to look correct when you flip it. So I'm going to go in. This is difficult here. What the heck is my children doing? Kyle, are you okay, buddy? Why are you chasing Topaz around? It's okay, Topaz. Okay, so I'm going to try to form. It's kind of like adding some squiggles in between what looks kind of like a Q and kind of like a T. Like that. And then I did a small dot for the planet that's off to the side of the bottle. I can get it to do so this time around. Maybe. It's fighting me. It's fighting me. Small dot up to the side to make the planet, and then I added a couple of lines coming out of it because it looks kind of like Saturn. Then I put some small dots like stars, just like on the wrapper of the Nuka Quantum bottles. Just tiny, tiny, tiny little dots. Then I go back in behind it with the purple. Just a second and I will flip it for you guys. I don't know how well you guys can see it like that. Let's see if you can see it this way. And that is what it looks like. And that's all we use the orange for. Now I'm going to put the purple, which is polarized, now that we're done with Sunset. And we're just going to cover the whole back of the label with it. So that is the background, being careful not to smudge what we just put in there. There we have our Nuka Cola Quantum. Complete with glow in the dark. And there you go, that's what it looks. And just complete with a glow in the dark bottle. And we're gonna let it sit for a moment before we stamp down with it. Okay, you want to center it on the pinky, like so. Oh no. Well, looks like I will be redoing the quantum on there. I did not let it sit enough. I don't think. Can I salvage this? Potentially. Okay, so maybe I can fix this. So this is what happens when you stamp down before it's dry enough. I accidentally lost part of my design. So let's see if we can fix it. And you don't have to be able to read it, so to speak. You just need to have it look kind of like the actual label. In miniature form. Ooh, that is too much polish. There. There. Now we have a Nuka Cola bottle. Okay. So, let's zoom back out just a little bit, I think. Still, yeah. We'll zoom in on her. I'm going to go ahead and, whoa, stop it. I'm going to go ahead and top coat this Nuka Cola because I don't want a chance messing it up. Alright, I'm almost done top coating. Okay, so the colors you're going to need is pretty much everything else that's left, which means the yellow from Maybelline, which is Dainty Yellow, the red, the soft white, and the silver from Kiss, the red which is Partner, soft white is Difference, and there's no name on the silver. You're going to use Bam White, Mirror Mirror, and Skin Deep. Okay, so on Bam White, you're not going to have very much area on what you need to cover, so we'll start with that. The only spot that has Bam White is the shine spots on her helmet. Right there. That's it. You can use another white that's bright like Bam White if you want. You don't need to use specifically Bam White. That's just what I used for it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this away. I don't need that anymore either. Do I use the Skin Deep next, or am I going to use the yellow next? For Effen's sake. Let me fix that. I need a longer cord for this, for charging. I need a longer cord. That's all there is to it. I need a longer cord. Try that again. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and go in with yellow. Maybe. No, we'll go in with the Skin Deep. Go in with Skin Deep. We'll do that instead. Okay. Because if I go over that ear by accident with the yellow, it's not going to be something I can easily correct. So, go ahead and fill in her face, her chest, and there's a thigh gap right here that we also add that to. Okay. All right, so we have it's time to like these. I wish I had editing software, so those lovely spots where I've accidentally knocked the camera's cord that made it flip upside down. Yeah, be nice. It'd be real nice. Okay, so we're gonna stuff that back where that belongs. Make some room here. Okay. We're going to go in with the yellow on her hair. Another good color for this is Winnie from Maniology. It was in an MXM box a couple of years ago. It's a good filling color for this too. Okay, I need to double check this, make sure I did not accidentally smudge that. Okay, I did not. We're good. It looked like I might have, but I did not. I get the feeling if I keep messing with it, though, it's going to. There's one freaking spot that I can't seem to get. Here we go. There we go. Good. Alright, there's that. So here's another interesting and a little bit more challenging spot here. Obviously she wasn't meant to be the Nuka Cola girl when this was made, even though it looks just like her. There's a few minor differences, and we're going to address that right here. See, there's no lines for the stripes that go down the sides of her arms and side of her legs, so we got to manually add them in like so. Onto her outfit. And the bottom of the glove is red. And we want, due to the angle of her arm on this one, just up the edge like so. And you're going to want to fit to the curvature of her body on leg. Like so. That's all we use that red for. Okay, so now we're gonna go in, oh wait, nope, because we used that on our blaster. Sorry guys, we have one more spot. I forgot about the blaster. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the silver, also on the blaster. On this part right here. Just like so. Alright, so we're going to go in with Mirror Mirror. And we're going to fill in her gloves. And her boots. Just like so. We are almost done filling in our lovely Nuka Cola girl. We are down to our softer white. Okay, so the last part requires the softer white from Kiss that we have. And got my sesame. And we're going to fill in the rest of the image with this white. Make sure that you don't do what I did with the Nuka Cola Quantum bottle and have some patience and let it dry enough before you apply it to your nail. So we're going to let this sit for a moment. While we're doing that, I'm going to attempt once again to not knock the camera and put some of these polishes away and give myself some space. Hopefully. Ooh. That made me nervous. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was my hip. Okay, so we can put some of this other stuff away too. Like these plates. This is where I'm going to need the sticky base. Because the helmet's exterior lines are not connected to any polish, it's not going to transfer nicely without it. So it will need a sticky base layer in the area that it's going to be applied. Okay. We are going to zoom out. That needs just a hair longer. Let's see about putting all of this away while we're waiting. Lord knows I got enough stuff here. Had to reorganize some plates recently, so things are kind of crazy here. That one goes in here. Somewhere here. There it is. Okay. Question of the day. I think the other two go in the other binder. I miss being able to just crack it open and know exactly where it was originally. Maybe it's not in this one. Well, no, one of them is at least in this one, so it had to been this one. Yeah, that one must have been in the other binder. That's what I thought. I couldn't find it though. Coming through originally. There it is. Okay, so we should be good to put our sticky base. We're not quite ready to actually transfer, but by the time the sticky base is ready, that should be ready. I'm going to put it over carefully so I don't accidentally smudge my stars. And I'm only going to put it in the general area in which I'm going to place it. And I just knocked over another bottle of sticky base. Okay, so to protect my lamp, I need to take off my rings. Because it is a metal base plate and I don't want to scratch it. Okay, you ready yet? There's a cat hair on that I do not want as part of my design. As much as I love my fur balls. There's so much cat hair over everything. Why so much cat hair? It's spring and my cats are shedding. There's cat hair everywhere. There, that looks a little better. Okay, we should theoretically be okay now. Center it over the stars in the middle. Press down gently. Voila. We have our Nuka Cola girl. I really need an outlet up there so I can plug my camera in without all these extra problems. Things that are on the to-do list of things that also is expensive financially. Good thing my husband knows electrical. Okay, so we're gonna go in with our top coat. I do believe my husband's getting more snacks. He left to get more snacks. More snacks. Okay. We do not want cured gel on our skin. Let's get that off there. Let's make sure that there's enough there. That top coats properly. So it's nice and smooth for the matte top coat. Which should be our next step. I need another paper towel. So I can wipe the tacky layer off once I use the matte top coats. Okay, so we're gonna go in with our matte top coat now. All right, look at that, guys. We're almost done. Almost. We just got this last stage. Okay. And by the time I'm done with all this, it'll be time to cook dinner. Cool. What a day. What a day. I have no idea what I'm making for dinner. Not a clue. Okay, and before I wipe off the tacky layer, I better put my rings on. I don't want to lose them. Do not want to lose my rings. Let's go ahead and stick our matte top coat on the rest of the hand. And then we can cure, take the tacky layer off, and reveal. And hopefully the peel off base on this, it works as well or better than the Macart one I've got. Otherwise I'm gonna have fun filing this. And I mean that as sarcastically as possible. I don't like having to file gel off. It's such a pain in the rear end and have to fix any damage that happens to my protective layer from doing so. And yeah, I'm not a fan of doing that. If I can help it. Okay. So we're going to go and stuff this in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then we're going to go in and we're going to remove the tacky layer. Some isopropyl alcohol. Excuse me. And then we will be complete. So We're almost there, folks. I'm going to wipe off the tacky layer. So, and turn this lamp on. And this is what we were left with, guys. And for those of you wondering, we'll go ahead and turn some of this lights off. You can kind of see it already. The glow in the dark. Look at that, guys. Nice, lovely, glowing blue, just like a quantum. So, that is how I created this Nuka Cola themed from Fallout Manny. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and this Manny. Obviously, I'm a nice, lovely Bethesda loving person here. I like Skyrim and Fallout, and I haven't tried any of the previous Elder Scrolls games or anything like that. I've just kind of stuck with Skyrim, even though I do have Oblivion. But I do love the Fallout universe, and I do love Skyrim. So in lieu of the release of the Fallout series on Amazon Prime, I wanted to finally actually do my Nuka Cola themed Manny that I had been planning for quite a few years now. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely had fun doing it, though I wish I had thought to charge my camera beforehand and not have to be corded and deal with it flipping on its stand multiple times throughout this video. I apologize, guys. I don't like that happening. It drives me nuts, but unfortunately, that's finding the time to make these videos as hard as it is. So when I have the time, I do it. So sometimes I just have to deal with being on a cord. So I'm sorry that you guys had to deal with that. And I don't think I have any announcements currently. So I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are at while you were watching this video. And thank you all for watching. Until next time, guys. Bye.